All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the home of the Ravens. Sold-out M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Oakland Raiders and the Baltimore Ravens. What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, Jacobs. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Josh Jacobs, 67 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was, and if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will be fielded at the 6. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, Dobbins. The tackle made by the corner, Jimmy Smith.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards there and a 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards the pickup there. Good for a Raven first.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. From the 41, Jackson. It's Hill, complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the 1st down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talk to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. This will be caught just inside the 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game.
And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
Well, this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And, boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points. Straight line.
Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Calais Campbell just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down.
Check 99. Check 99.
Shotgun now for Carr. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
Watch the curve. Watch the curve. Switch. 29. Hey, Charlie.
Carr now to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. That all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there. 60 yards. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Oh, this is blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Carlson now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes. And got his man complete. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 75 yards. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. And all he takes off with it is a fake. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare him
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you,
What was
maybe
that?
they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Carr going to try and throw on third down. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
On first down, Dobbins. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Nassib able to get him for a loss of about 3. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
To try again after the sack. Jackson has got his man. It's Andrews. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
I like the design of that play, or shall I say the way it ended up. Quarterback ends up to the right side. You know, it gets outside of the pocket. How about the tight end staying in his sight line and getting to that same part of the field, and they find each other for the completion.
And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. It's caught inside the 25. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got them the 1st down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to regain the lead. Now, let's not forget that was all set up by the 4th down conversion earlier in the drive.
Would have been a complete letdown if the drive doesn't culminate this way, wouldn't it? If you're going to go for it on 4th down, your intention is to make sure you get a touchdown out of the drive, and that's exactly what they did. Converted, and then converted a second time for 6 points.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They trail 20-13 our score as they have it 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Carr. He rifles one that's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Darren Waller, the intended receiver.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Now Jackson towards the end zone for Brown. Marquise Brown, 35 yards as the Ravens push further out in front. But what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs, and if you're over on the bench with your defensive mate and you talk about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you've got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this one PG.
FCC violation.
No doubt.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
Here we go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Throwing now is Carr. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Steps away to his left. Got a man. It's Brown. A good pickup there, a 22. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
Tucker's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we're at halftime in this AFC wildcard matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Steps away. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Andrews, 41 yards as the Ravens push further out in front. But look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
They'll try to run it with Jacobs, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here we go. 15 on it. 15 on it. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Forward on it. 44. Hurry. Let's go.
Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Partner, it's often that man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Watch the edge. Watch twist.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Let's get it.
Down. 280.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Rip left. Rip left.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59. What we got? What we got? What we got?
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Able to find Waller. That's complete. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
Mike's down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
180.
From the gun, it's Carr. And a tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. On 2nd down, it's Jacobs. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Monday, down. 180. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. 93. 93. Check. 59. 59.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 40. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loose.
And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he is not going to get there. They get him out of bounds well shy of the goal line, and the defense holds on the two-point conversion. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
He's checking. Crash.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10.
Undercrush. Check 3.
To throw, it's Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
One quarter remains for the right to survive round one here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Right now. Right at 59. Like the 59. You ain't going nowhere.
Here's Jacobs on first and 10. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Now. Check. 59. 180. Hey, we're good. 180. Tighten up. Big air.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jacobs. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The Raiders on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now Carr. And that is incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down.
59, man, 734. Bravo. SOS. Check 59.
Carr to throw for it on fourth down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Carr now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Kill. Hey, turn it up. Check 52.
On first down, Jacobs. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The Ravens' 19-yard line.
Now. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Heavy on the edges. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Kill.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jacobs. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Now, lady. Oh, you got deep? Deuce. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Here's Jacobs. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Get off the field. Hey, switch gears. Later one.
Now they'll throw with Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
How crucial will those 5 yards be? We'll see as they come up again here, 3rd and goal. Here's Carr to throw. And they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. And this is going to be no good. He misses it off to the left, and this score will stay right where it is.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. Yet in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Here's Jackson. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a 1st down.
And a wild card win moves them on to the divisional round.
Everyone plays all year long for the right to get into the tournament, as they like to call it. Wild card, divisional, doesn't matter to them. One moves on, one goes home.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.